If you're considering the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 Studio for your music setup, stick around. But here's what surprised me. Despite the hype, this popular audio interface might not be the flawless hero you expect. But don't get me wrong, it's good, just not perfect. In fact, there are a few quirks and limitations that could make you rethink your purchase, especially if you're a budding artist or home studio enthusiast. Let's dive deep into why you might want to pause before clicking that buy button, what you really get for $224.99, and how this device stacks up in the crowded market of audio interfaces. Spoiler alert, it's not all doom and gloom, but there's definitely some dust on this pearl. So if you're serious about recording your next big hit, keep watching. You're about to learn the honest truth about the Scarlett 2i2 Studio that nobody else is telling you. Now, before the negativity makes you think this is a total disaster, I promise by the end of this video, you'll fully understand if the Scarlett 2i2 Studio is a match for your music ambitions, or if you're better off considering alternatives. But first, let me ask you, which do you think matters more in a studio interface? Pristine sound quality or ease of use? And more importantly, which one does Focusrite nail and which one falls short? Keep that question in mind. We're about to unpack it. Alright, let's set the stage. The Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 Studio is marketed as the artist's interface, ideal for those who want professional-grade sound without a steep learning curve. It features Focusrite's 4th-generation mic preamps, boasting a huge 120 dB dynamic range, the kind of specs found in pro studios worldwide. You also get auto gain and clip-safe technology designed to simplify recording, so you don't lose that perfect take. Plus, the package includes valuable software like Pro Tools Intro Plus, Ableton Live Lite, and Cubase LE, along with hitmaker expansion effects, which sounds like a no-brainer for less than $230, right? But here comes the twist. While the Scarlett 2i2 Studio promises studio-quality sound and effortless recording, my experience uncovered some unexpected hurdles. For one, the auto-gain feature, meant to be your personal sound assistant, is sometimes overly aggressive or sluggish. This means you might get weirdly distorted or inconsistent audio levels, which can be frustrating, especially during crucial first recordings. It's like having a sketchy roadie who sometimes shouts too loud and other times ignores you completely. How can you trust that the interface won't sabotage your creative flow? That question should make you pause, especially if you're non-technical and relying on automation. Speaking of flow, ever tried plugging in a guitar to an audio interface expecting seamless magic? The Scarlett 2i2's instrument input is decent, but not flawless. Some users report a slight latency issue, where the sound you play delays by a few milliseconds, creating an awkward, offbeat feeling. You might think this negligible, but for guitarists or vocalists who require real-time feedback, even a tiny delay is like an annoying mosquito at a barbecue minor, but maddening. So is this the best option for real-time performance or overdubbing? Well, not necessarily. Now, let's talk about the much-loved Air mode. It's supposed to add that famous Focusrite vibe by boosting high frequencies, giving vocals and guitars a richer presence. And yes, when it works, it absolutely gives your tracks a nice, polished feel. But, and this is a big but, for some mics and voices, Air mode can exaggerate sibilance or cause harshness, making recordings sound less natural. It's a bit like ordering vanilla ice cream, but occasionally getting a surprise scoop of garlic flavor. Not exactly what you signed up for if you want warm, natural vocals. At this point, you might wonder, if there are all these issues, why does the Scarlett 2i2 Studio still have a solid 4.6-star rating on Amazon? Well, many users love its easy setup, and the fact that it comes with a full software bundle right out of the box. Beginners especially appreciate the plug-and-play experience combined with a solid build quality. But here's the catch. What beginners often don't realize is that the hardware, while solid, isn't perfect. It won't necessarily grow with them as they become more demanding about sound quality and routing options. Also, consider the headphone output. It's amped up with independent volume control, which seems great on paper, but when pushed to max volume, some report a faint hiss, annoying if you mix in a quiet environment or want absolute silence when you're not listening. It's not terrible, but again, it's one of those little quirks that, along with auto gain and latency issues, can add up to a less than ideal experience. By now you might be thinking, this sounds complicated. Should I even bother? Absolutely. That's exactly why you're here, looking for a clear, honest picture before investing your hard-earned cash. If you're a hobbyist who wants a straightforward recording rig that mostly works without fuss, this might be a decent pick. But if you're looking for something that handles every nuance flawlessly and doesn't require workarounds or settling for less, you might want to keep your options open. Now, let me share a quick story. My friend Jake, an aspiring musician, bought the Scarlett 2i2 Studio after watching countless glowing reviews online. At first, he was stoked. The box came loaded with software, cables, and even a decent mic. But a few weeks in, he found himself frustrated by the auto gain snapping unpredictably, and his guitar tone sounding hollow because of that latency. He joked that recording felt like trying to catch a greased pig, slippery and weirdly delayed. He needed to upgrade sooner than expected. Jake's experience is a classic warning for those who might buy blindly based on ratings alone. But don't get me wrong, there's plenty to like here. Focusrite is renowned for solid hardware, and the Scarlett 2i2 Studio carries that pedigree. The preamps, while not perfect, deliver a clean, low-noise signal that's miles ahead of generic USB microphones or cheap mixers. The extensive software bundle is a huge plus, giving beginners a real chance to learn recording and mixing without immediately spending extra on DAWs or plugins. Plus, the 3-year warranty and 24/7 support show Focusrite's confidence in their product and commitment to users, which is refreshing. So who exactly is the Scarlett 2i2 Studio for? It's perfect for beginners dipping their toes into home recording, podcasters needing decent sound quality, and musicians on a budget wanting a reliable interface with software included. Just remember, as you improve and grow your skills, you might start noticing the limitations more, leading you to crave an upgrade. But hey, even the best of us have gone through that. It's like starting with a reliable rental car before buying a Tesla. Speaking of upgrades, if you're serious about minimizing latency and want to dial in every detail yourself, interfaces like the Universal Audio Apollo Twin or the PreSonus Studio 24C might be worth the investment, though at a higher price. But if your budget is tight and you want a straightforward interface to get started quickly with decent sound, then Scarlett 2i2 Studio remains a contender. Just don't expect it to do magic. Think of it as a trusty sidekick rather than the hero of your recording journey. Alright, before I let you go, here's a quick joke to lighten things up. Why did the musician break up with his audio interface? Because it didn't have enough bandwidth for their relationship. Yep, happens more often than you might think. Here's another. What's the Scarlett 2i2's favorite kind of music? Anything with latency, apparently. Okay, enough tech humor before YouTube demonetizes me. In summary, the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 Studio offers a compelling package for new artists and home recordists, combining solid hardware, a comprehensive software pack, and user-friendly features like auto gain and air mode. But these features come with caveats: occasional clipping despite clip-safe, auto gain unpredictability, slight latency on instrument inputs, and headphone hiss at high volumes. It's a trade-off. You get great value but with some compromises. So if you want a simple, entry-level recording kit that sounds better than average and includes top-tier software, this is a solid pick. But if you're a pro or semi-pro chasing perfection, maybe look elsewhere. If you want to grab the best price on the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 Studio right now, check the link in the description. Keep in mind, Prices on Amazon change quickly, so if you spot a deal, don't hesitate. Whether you decide to buy it or not, at least now you're armed with the full story, the good, the bad, and the quirky. Thanks for watching, and if this honest review helped you out, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tech deep dives and gadget reviews that actually tell you what you need to know. Until next time, keep making music and don't let your gear hold you back. Unless your gear is a greased pig, then maybe run the other way.